Hello, fight fans. Welcome to Boxing Block Center. And if you're new, as usual, make sure you click the like button right into this video, share it, and subscribe. So let's talk about Deontay Wilder. Let's also not forget about his recent win over Louis King Kong Ortiz. Um, Wilder declared after that win, after that victory over Luis Ortiz, that he's the best heavyweight in the world, that he's the hardest puncher in heavyweight history. And I was kind of thinking about it though. I rewatched the fight, you know, again. I've been seeing clips of the knockout, but I had to go back and rewatch the fight from the beginning to the end on Days On, Germany. So I want to say how, like, after watching the fight, how good is John Water? Is he really that good? Is he what he says he is? As a puncher, being the hardest of all time, one of the hardest of all time, you know, is something that is very, very relieving, revealing. You know, Deontay Water, it needs something more than just knocking people out. If he wants to be respected, if he wants to be taken serious by the boxing fans, because the hardcore boxing fans are not going to go away, and are not going to stop or keep their mouth shut when they see a boxer does not possess the necessary boxing skills to win a fight or to dominate a fight. You know, we all know anyone can have power. Deontay Wilder's power is up there for sure, but anyone can have power. You know, but one thing that no one can just acquire is boxing skills. You've got to build on it, learn it, learn on the craft, improve yourself as a fighter. That's how you get, the best result as a fighter. You know, even though I'm not a guy that like water, you know what I mean? Listen, I don't hate a guy as a person. I just don't like the way he talks, especially when it comes to Joshua. He talks absolute crap about Joshua. And that's not something I expect from a champion. He's a champion, but that's not something you expect from the champion. So that's just the fact. As a boxer, Deontay Wilder needs to improve technically because he's never gonna get the credit he deserves. I heard uh, the comments of Floyd Mayweather regarding Deontay Wilder. Floyd Mayweather and Wilder, I think they've not been getting along for some time now. Like they've been going back and forth. Deontay Wilder came out with a very ridiculous statement saying Mayweather hasn't backed him, as the next black superstar in America. And to me, as a Nigerian, truthfully speaking, it is strange to hear that, that statement from me, that comment. Why does it have to be? What does it have to do with color? In becoming a superstar? I don't get that. But maybe things are different in America. I'm not used to it. I don't live there, so I'm not used to the way it is there. And maybe the political landscape or the historical, landscape of the country shaped it into what it is today. Where people openly say some things that are basically irrelevant in the world I come from. Okay, I think Deontay Wilder can become a star, but to become a star, to be respected by the boxing fans, you've got to have what they need. We know that power is needed, so as boxing skills. You know, you cannot say I like when you look at Muhammad Ali, Floyd Mayweather, Sugar Ray Leonard, Mike Tyson, even Holyfield. You have something to learn from them. That's the fact. When you look at them, when you watch their fights, you have something. If you're a guy who is aspiring to become a boxer, you have things to learn from them. Guys like Evander Holyfield, Riddick Bowe, Leonard Lewis, Vladimir Klitschko. You see, you watch them. There is something you will learn from them. It's just the fact. But when you watch John Water, there's nothing to learn from the guy because he doesn't have what you want, what you're looking for. You don't have his power, which most people don't have because his power is like, elite power. He has elite demolition power, though. I have to say that, you know. But what he doesn't have is the is boxing skills, and is the lack of boxing skills and having as if you call yourself a boxer and you don't possess the basic need of what a boxer should have, the hardcore boxing fans like us, we are not going to be jubilating and saying, "Oh, you're the best of all time." No, just you're a puncher. Okay, you know, we know you don't you lose rounds. In most of the fights, he's lost many rounds. Even he was losing rounds against General Washington. It's just a fact. Let me take a look at this comment right here from David Fearon saying when you have power like Wilder, the hardest eater in boxing history, you don't need it as you will put you to sleep. Bro, you don't get me. You guys don't get me. I'm saying it's not about power. Anybody can have power. Okay. If you are a guy who is aspiring to become a boxer someday, who wants to be like who is like what are you gonna learn from what? Just tell me. Like okay, let's say for example you, David Ferron, you are a guy who aspires to become a boxer, who wants to be great like the likes of Muhammad Ali, even only favorite Bosch, Floyd Mayweather. Like if you look at Wilder, if you watch a Wilder fight, what do you think you're gonna learn from him? Just tell me one thing you will learn from him. Nothing. That's the fact. But when you watch the likes of Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier, you learn something from them. It's just the fact. I'm not hating on Gentle Water. I'm just saying it is not good enough to have power. You must have boxing skills. Because at some point, you're gonna get exposed. It's just a fact. You're gonna get exposed at some point if you don't work on your craft. You're gonna get exposed. And let's also not forget that Water hasn't really fought, a credible, young, talented, hungry fighter. He's been fighting nothing but, past, let's say, guys that are past it, guys that are not up to his level, like Tyson Fury, we're just coming back from a 3 year layoff, and also like, I don't want to mention the word here, but Tyson Fury was really, really out of shape when he fought Deontay Wilder. Like before he fought Deontay Wilder, he came back, lost a lot of weight and went in there. But Wilder thought he was gonna take out Tyson Fury. That's why, he took that fight. Because prior to that, when Tyson Fury caught him out, he wasn't serious about fighting Tyson Fury back then. After Tyson Fury defeated Vladimir Klitschko, he wasn't taking it serious. You know, so that's just how it is. So, like for me, I feel like Deontay Wilder needs to work on his boxing skills. As a boxing fan, I'm not going to accept. I'm not going to just accept, you know, him being a puncher alone. No, I want to see some skill set. I want to see him display something. You know, because anybody can punch. And Deontay Wilder, there are people. There are many people like Deontay Wilder in Nigeria. Many people who are power like Deontay Wilder in Nigeria. That's just a fact. I'm not lying. It's just a fact. I know people like that. So, but those people don't have the skill set. Deontay Wilder is just like a guy who fights, who like a street fighters. They depend on their power. Listen, let me just cut this short and before I move right here and come back again for another exclusive video. I want to talk about Anthony Joshua as well. The king is Arabia right now. So one thing I'm saying is that listen, Deontay is a very very talented puncher, but he's technically wrecked. And I want to see skills. That's what I want to see. That's just what I want to see as a boxing fan. You know, I'm not a casual. If I was a casual, I wouldn't care. But I'm not a casual. I'm someone who loves the sweet science. You know what I mean? Who wants to see some deadly skill set being displayed? Who wants to see Deontay Water like when he's losing the scorecards come back and pull something out of his ass and showcase some things to the boxing fans to get excited about. It's not all about punching, 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 knocking people out. It's not all about that. He can do that. It's not bad. But when you look at Mike Tyson, you saw how Mike Tyson fought. Mike Tyson was not a guy who had no skill set. Like he could box. Mike Tyson boxed when he needed to. He boxed. Even his timing alone required loss of uh, ring IQ. You know, to achieve. It's just the fact. Anyway, guys, stay tuned for more. I'm coming right back to cover some other topic. Stay blessed, stay hungry, stay humble, guys. Peace out.